start, I would like to point for you to my left-hand side, is the exit sign there. You can go to the men's washroom, and this side you can go to the ladies' washroom, and also those signs exit. This is a fire protection. We are in the house of God. We're protected, and we have the RC, our police in here. We're well protected. So this is one, and a little change on the program. I think my colleague, my good friend, Maha, she will explain it to you later on. So I would like to call on Maha to start the program.
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you all for being here today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I know it's quite warm, so we're going to do our best to keep you cool and comfortable. My name is Maha, and I'll be one of your MCs for the day. I would like to thank the Ottawa Muslim Association for hosting this event, as well as its subcommittee, Ramadan Ottawa. Before we begin with the presentations, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce you to Fawaz, who is our additional MC, and provide you with a bit of bio on him. Many of you may already know Fawaz because he's quite popular, but for those of you that don't, Fawaz is the director and organizer of OBCT.ca, which is Ottawa's Benevolent Compassionate Team. He's also a journalist, writer, and political consultant. Fawaz is Lebanese-born and immigrated to Canada, where he worked in the business sector, and then later as a journalist, where he was a member of the Canadian Parliamentary Press Gallery here in Ottawa. He then began his working career as a teacher in public schools for over 6 years. He later worked in the Prime Minister's office with an official newspaper in Beirut, Lebanon, and also participated in many media conferences around the country. What many of you may not know about Fawaz, myself included until just about a few days ago, was that Fawaz also hosted the Frankly Speaking television program in Armstrong, British Columbia. So, welcome, Fawaz. And I'll just ask Fawaz to come up and provide a bit of a brief bio on myself.
Thank you, Maha. So you have to go. We both have to right now. I do have some opening remarks after I read myself. Also, the other things maybe you, as Maha mentioned, you don't know about me. I brought in a Catholic school all my life. So did my father. He graduated from a Catholic school in 1939. Also, he was a Hafiz for the Quran. Hafiz, this means he memorized the Quran. He's a poetry, and he's an Arabic teacher. I used to teach Arabic as well. So that's if you don't know. And the other things maybe you don't know. One day, a little French-speaking boy came to me and he said, he was non-Muslim. He said, I want to learn how to make a salah. I said, so easy. I started to teach him the basic things. You start the salah by saying Surah Al-Fatiha, and then come to the end of it. You look to your right and you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to the angel, which is peace be upon you. And you look to the left and you say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and that's the end of the salah. He said, sure. I said, could you repeat it again? He said, sure. He did repeat it at the end for God. So we looked to the right and he said bonjour. He looked to the left and he said bonjour. Anyhow, thank you, Maha. I will now speak a little bit about MC Maha. Maha, she's a good lady. And she's a Canadian-born Muslim and recent board member of the Ottawa Muslim Association. I'm also helping on the board of the Ottawa Muslim Association under the leadership of Muhammad Rabban. He's standing behind. He doesn't want to have an name tag. I told him to have a name tag. So make sure you say hello to him. And coming to Maha, she's an active volunteer in the Ottawa Mosque and has volunteered her time over the last 3 years to various Islamic organizations within the community. And is currently assisting with the Ramadan Ottawa committee, which as you see, you could see it later on, the RamadanOttawa.com. Some of you may recognize Maha as she's recently featured in the CTV television commercial for the pedestrian safety campaign created by the city of Ottawa. I'm happy to say that she was one of the young ladies that managed to safely walk across the street. Can you demonstrate? No? Okay. She also holds an honors degree in mass communication from Carleton University and has worked over 5 years with the federal government in the area of policy. So, Maha, she will be the MC with me today.
Great, thank you, Fawaz. So now that you're fairly acquainted with your MCs for the day, I guess we can begin with the program. And I'll start off by saying thank you so much again for all of you that are here. We have representation across different government departments, community organizations, multi-faith communities, volunteer agencies, of course our neighbors of the mosque, and all of you are distinguished guests of the public. So just a couple of housekeeping items. As many of you noticed, there are a couple of changes to the program. The first, or the main one, being that the question and answer session will be held right after the Imam, Brother Edwin Yawi's presentation, which will then be followed by refreshments and free time. The refreshments will take place in the basement, and will provide you an opportunity to mingle and meet with the rest of the guests. So we sincerely hope that you'll benefit from the insightful lectures today from our two very knowledgeable speakers. We consider ourselves very fortunate to have our very own resident Imam Khalid here to talk to us about Ramadan and Islam, as well as our special guest, Brother Abdul Salam Al-Yawi, visiting us from Montreal. So without further ado, I'll ask Fawaz to introduce our very first presenter.
Before when I start to introduce our guest, I would like personally and on behalf of the Arab Muslim Association to welcome every one of you, everyone who made the effort to come today. I'm not going to start saying names, otherwise we can end up all evening. And then with some regret from the Arab Chief Police, he has sued to fill up on today because he is another place, he cannot make it. So later on we'll have some other talk about this subject. Now I would like to introduce with my pleasure Imam Khalid Al-Azhari. He is the Imam for the Ottawa Mosque. He graduated from Al-Azhar University, Cairo, Egypt, which is one of the most prominent Islamic universities in the world. He holds over 17 years of Islamic schooling from one of the best Islamic schools in the world, and he graduated at the top of his class. That's what I don't know, now I know. Imam Khalid held high-ranking and national competition of 40 imams competed to teach abroad. He was one of only 4 imams that passed, and the result was then sent to serve the country's capital here in Ireland. We are proud to have him with us, and we are very fortunate to have him here. Since his arrival, Imam Khalid has created numerous activities and programs for the mosque which has been beneficial to the greater Muslim community, including he is also the founder and creator of the Ottawa Institute of Knowledge, OIK. I would like to welcome Imam Khalid